Hello and welcome. And today is Musume Pretty Derby Season 2, Episode 11 review. Yes, we're on Episode 11 and we got two more episodes left. It says we're going to have 13 episodes, so this is going to be like with a couple of episodes left. It's sad to see the show go. But let's not forget, we have the app game in Japan. So I have an app game. I played the app game of Musume and I loved it. I love it. It makes you feel like It makes you feel like you cheering for your horse girls once again. Now, here's the thing. Before I do my review of this, let me just say this. I am pissed off at people who don't find Musume a sports anime. Quote, people find this show not likable because they're horse girls. Just because it got 2 seasons, an OVA, and an app game, people are not going to watch this show regardless how it is because to them it's not a sport. The thing is, and I did a review. I did my video on my thoughts on the sports anime and the Haikyuu. Watch that because I kind of expressed my gratitude. Expressed my feelings on that one. But still, Musume is a sports show to watch, guys. People not gonna watch this. People don't want to watch this because it's a horse girl sports race anime. So what? So what? Just because they're horse girls, don't you want to see, despite being horse girls, don't you want to see the sport itself? Come on, it irks me because again, with people watching sports animes, they just want to see, in their mind, their definition of a sports anime is a sport with real people. That's it. But when it's a sports anime with like a horse girl or cat or whatever type of race they have, they just don't want to see it. And it pissed me off. I don't know why. It just, maybe because they don't have their tastes. Maybe they're not feeling it. But Musume has been one of those passionate shows that sometimes in an episode they take away the race, man. They take away the episode of the race, but just understand the feeling and the passion of the characters like Tokai and McQueen or even Rice Shower. That's what Musume is. And if you watch sports animes, and if you've seen how every character goes through the trials and tribulations and how they go through in like an episode when they take a break and you understand what they're going through, then yeah, watch that. Now, last week's episode was Tokai's retirement, ? And she was gonna retire. But due to her fan, her comrades, her rivalry, even Twin Turbo herself, it's even characters like Twin Turbo and all that, and the president, in their fans, I kind of stutter for a bit, but still, it's that moment where Tokai is not giving up. So that's what makes this episode. That's what makes last week's episode interesting. Now, this episode was a breath of air episode. This is like, after so much sad moments in last week's episode, what better way to make this episode great again by having a comedy and a Halloween theme and Tokai being herself again. So without further ado, here's my review of Musume S2, which means season 2, episode 11. Let's do it. So, Tokai Teiou is back on her feet once again. Tokai has been going on a journey through many careers in this season. Throughout the times that she wants to be a Triple Crown winner. Throughout the times her to be undefeated. To beat McQueen in this track. Now the question is, what is her goal? After having so many goals and losing it, what's her next goal? Her goal is race with everyone. That's it. While many people have seen her as a rivalry, as a rival, the bond friendship between McQueen and Tokai is still there. It's still there. The opening starts with Tokai getting back on her feet and start running. Now, even though she's rusty, she will do whatever she can to get back on her feet. Now, this is where interesting happened. So, like I said, it brought up some breath of air, some comedy standpoint once again, with Tokai being herself. And her thing was spying on people. That outfit was so funny. That outfit was so funny. She even had a fake cigarette, and she started with her dark outfit and just crawling like she's just spying on her and just spying on the people that she's gonna race. She spied on a lot of people, but it was her outfit that stands the point of funniness. I mean, she's staring at people just spying with her weird ass outfit, with a fake ass cigarette can, a chocolate cigarette, and just crawling, and everybody just staring at her like, what is she doing? Oh, that's weird. It's just Tokai. That's what she's just spying on there. And what I like about this episode is that with Palmer, Rice, seeing all the other characters, it's really delightful to see everybody, seeing their ranks. Like, okay, here's Major Palmer, second place, first place, this place, Rice Shower, this place. So I like where this is going. I really did. I liked it. But it was funny. The whole first half was just Tokai spying on people in her weird ass outfit and just putting all that. And that's just, I will say, really interesting to say the least. But still, it was funny. Now, the only thing that was left out in the first half that was kind of questioned was saying thank you. The whole thank you, the big quote theme was for Tokai to say thank you. I mean, she said thank you to Ghost Ship, say thank you to Special Week, say thank you to Volca and Spark, but not McQueen. Even though she was on the team, they still can't say that. Oh, and I like how, Ghost Ship got hit. Gold Ship has been getting hit so many times. Like, getting stomp on McQueen and then just elbows Ghost Ship. I mean, this episode, I'm like, Ghost Ship is taking all the pain. It's so funny to watch. Oh, and by the way, I'm glad to see Twin Turbo. And in fact, Tokai actually said her name. She said Master Twin Turbo. So now it was nice to see her finally said her name right. Now, but still, it was hard for her to say thank you. It was harder for her to say thank you to McQueen. So how are we going to see that? So this is where the second half of it comes in. We had a Halloween theme. Yes, a Halloween theme in March. And it's adorable because we got to see the fans of Tokai and McQueen back again. The little horse girls. We got to see them back again. And it was like looking at a segment of like what would have happened if McQueen, Tokai would have said to McQueen. So they had so Tokai asked those two to do an improv test to see what would you say to her. And you know that the blushiness, the bond that they have. And see, it's not a Yuri thing. I'm just saying it was kind of cute and funny to say the least. I mean, they're dressed up as witches. So Tokai had a plan. Okay, let's go to a Halloween date. Oh, by the way, before I go, let me just say that every time she tried to say thank you, she gets so embarrassed. And there were times when she put her McQueen's on, touch her forehead, she still had a fever. And that's like one of those anime classics. That's those anime classics where, they put their forehead over that person's, touches another person's forehead, and it's a sign of love, that kind of thing. So that kind of happens on a few separate occasions in anime, meaning that there's a sign of like love or a ship that's gonna happen. That does that. Now, like I said, now back to the second half. So Tokai's plan is to go on a Halloween date with McQueen. I love their outfits. I love how McQueen dressed up as a witch, and then you got Tokai dressed up as Little Red Riding. Well, I won't say Little Red Riding Hood. I'm gonna say Little Red Riding Horse. And so it was nice. So they go on a Halloween date, making cotton candy. McQueen made a cotton candy of Tokai, and they shooting the little the Roma doll, and that came out blood. And they drink that big old ass bubble tea, and Tokai drink, like, open and just take that whole gulp of the tea. I'm like, God damn. But they went on a Halloween date. But it was really a nice segment seeing them going through all that. And then when they got into the roof on the sunset, it's I'm about to say confrontation, my bad. The way how that scene was progressed, it was like, it is a very touching moment. I mean, not touching in a sad way, but more in a good way. Seeing Tokai being able to speak her mind about McQueen, saying, I look up to you. And McQueen did as well for Tokai. So the bond of that is just so like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. I loved it. I loved it. And the thing is, looking at that scene is that McQueen and Tokai, they don't see each other not just as friends, not as rivals, but BFF, best friends forever, yeah. Or best horse friends forever. So it's BHF squared. Best horse female friends. Yeah, BHF squared. There you go. That's how it is. So yeah, so again, not as friends, not as rivals, not even frenemies, but BHF squared for life. So I like to see the rivalry and the friendship bond that they're gonna have even more in next week's episode. But I got this prediction that in the last race, I got this gut feeling that we're gonna see McQueen and Tokai race, and probably the other characters that was racing with them. I mean, racing along with them, like Winning Ticket or Madra Palmer or Rice Shower, which I would love to see. And I got this feeling it's gonna happen. So it's like Tokai will win. I don't know why, because this is like I said with Musume, this is one of those shows that you want, that you know they're gonna win, but it's always it's always a thing where it's like, I don't know. And that's what I like about Musume. Let me go back. That's what I like about Musume. This is a sports anime, and I'm telling you this because this is not one of those, like, in a sports anime show, you'd be like, okay, that team's gonna win, obviously. With Musume, this is one of those shows that you consider, like, you thought that person's gonna win, but it's not. And that's what I like about Musume. So with the next race coming next week or the end, I want to say Tokai has got to win, but the other person got to win. So I don't know how that works. But like I said, overall, this was a breath of fresh air episode. The goal for Tokai is right now trying to get back on her feet so she could race again with McQueen, and that's what we all want to see. So again, it's going to be one of those episodes where it's like, okay, we just went from a breath of fresh air episode this week, a delightful, cheerful episode, to like next week, the competition's going to be serious. Let's see how that works. So again, thank you for watching this episode review of Musume. I look forward for next week's episode, and I hope you will.